The information where they reach our office this morning, I be say one of the national coordinator for inside IPOB, where they call Mazi Ugwuoha, they say that the Nigerian agent don't buy the man as we dey talk, and the worst part of it be say they buy this man for front of his family. Now they look this Mazi Ugwuoha die buy for in front of him family just like that. Things are really happening. This struggle are really getting into another dimension entirely. If you trace it very well, these people will come fit no be say na Nigeria people, that is the Yorubas or the Hausas, or come na the same our own brother na come buy this our brother, but they are working for Nigeria. You don't see how things they play. They say history will not repeat itself again for inside this struggle. What would they remember? Say that during the war they used so many Igbos to capture so many places for Igbo land, and it is what is happening today. And people fail to wake up and realize what is going on. However, there is a question trending on social media right now that I'm bringing here for everybody to hear. But for me, I call it the most stupid question ever. And you go here waiting this guy, they talk for mad. This guy is always attacking Igbo by all means. But however, let us go and listen and see what he talk before we come back and continue.
Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu afraid of Simon Ekpa, or what is really going on? I am compelled to ask this question because the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu I know is not afraid of anybody, or at least he does not seem to me as someone who is a coward. He calls out anybody he wants to call out. He has called out Buhari. He was on Buhari's case for years. He called out Tinubu. He was not afraid of his influence. He was not afraid of his money. He was not afraid of his connections. He called out Ohaneze Ndigbo. He called out Peter Obi too. He called in so many names. He has called out Dangote before. Almost all the powerful and influential people in Nigeria has come under his vocal onslaught. Now, what is going on, if I may ask? Just recently, Nnamdi Kanu was in court, and he continued to warn all the people involved in the criminalities, in the insecurity that is going on in the Southeast. This is not the first time. He has done that before. Nnamdi Kanu has directly given order before all the media houses in Nigeria, demanding an immediate stop to the Monday sit-at-home in the Southeast. That order was defied. That order was not obeyed. Before then, he sent a message through his lawyer demanding an end to the Monday sit-at-home in the Southeast. That order was defied. He went as far as writing a letter and signed it himself, demanding an end for the Monday sit-at-home in the Southeast. That order was not obeyed. 2 days ago, he came out and issued the same warning. But what really compelled me to make this video is the fact that I have noticed that in all of this, he never mentioned anybody's name. Even at a point when Benjamin Madubugu was mentioning Simon Ekpa's name, all the people around Nnamdi Kanu, including his lawyers, shunned him. They wanted him to stop mentioning names, as if to say Nnamdi Kanu is afraid of Simon Ekpa, as if to say Nnamdi Kanu is at the mercy of Simon Ekpa. So now I am asking, is Nnamdi Kanu afraid of Simon Ekpa? Now, there are three things. Is either Nnamdi Kanu is afraid of Simon Ekpa, or Nnamdi Kanu believes that Simon Ekpa has nothing to do with the insecurity in the Southeast, or Nnamdi Kanu is not really interested in ending the insecurity in the Southeast. Now, I must warn, there are two most dangerous tragedies that can befall a people. Number one is being taken into slavery. Number two is losing a war. And Igbos have suffered the two. Igbos have been taken into slavery during transatlantic slave trade. Igbos have lost a war. And despite this, our horrible history, we Igbos are constantly setting ourselves up for being defeated in a war for the second time and being taken into slavery for a second time. And what is most unfortunate about this is that this second slavery is happening right within our own land. We are taking our people into slavery. Thousands of Igbos are living as slaves in their own father's land. And then Nnamdi Kanu has everything it takes to turn the situation around. If Nnamdi Kanu is really serious about ending the insecurity in the Southeast, if Nnamdi Kanu is really serious about ending the criminality, ending the incessant case of kidnapping in the Southeast, Nnamdi Kanu should not be speaking in innuendos. Nnamdi Kanu should begin to call names. Nnamdi Kanu should begin to call out everybody he feels is responsible for the crisis, for the insecurity going on in the southeast. If he really loves the Igbos, as he constantly claims, he should start calling names. He should stop speaking in innuendos. He should encourage the government to go after these people. And this will even make his release easier. Echakezoku Nayo, Cordino.
The picture of the guy you are seeing here is the picture of a guy called Ikechukwu. Ijele speaks. The guy is in prison. He's been in prison for months now. And as I read today, his 2 kidneys have failed. And he's relying on dialysis 2 times a week to survive. I made a video about him some months ago. And I'm telling you the honest truth. There is no single day I don't receive threats from people because of that video. But that's not the reason why I'm here. If you notice that I've not been posting videos for some times now, and that's because I lost my mom, a very beautiful woman, a very hardworking woman. I am still going to make a video to talk about her. But let me say this. To those of you threatening me, let me tell you this. The reason why I don't criticize IPOB, the reason why I don't criticize members of IPOB is because I understand that so many of you genuinely believe that Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB would bring Biafra. And in as much as I like saying the truth, I don't like to dash people's hope. I don't like to attack people's belief. I will use my mother for instance. My mother, my late mom now, was a member of IPOB, a staunch member of IPOB. I don't think there is any member of IPOB who has given or sacrificed what my mom has sacrificed in IPOB. Let's take for instance, after Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, I think in 2015, the first time he was arrested, and each time they go to court, my mom would use her money to mobilize people. She would use her money to charter luxurious bus that would convey people all the way from Onitsha to Abuja for protests in support of Nnamdi Kanu. And she would feed them. She did that not once, not twice. She did that up to 4 times. She spent over 5 million naira to buy gadgets, video recording equipment, and so on for IPOB media teams who were recording their activities, their protests, both in the southeast and in Abuja. Sometimes she would, on her own, fly to Abuja to just go and visit Nnamdi Kanu in prison. When Nnamdi Kanu was released, she was always going to Nnamdi Kanu's hometown to visit Nnamdi Kanu. And each time she goes there, she would get people. They would charter maybe coastal bus with people. They would get organic musicians. And they would all drive to Nnamdi Kanu's hometown to go and for courtesy visit. And each time they go there, they would go there with coolers of food and coolers of drinks for refreshment. She gave up her business for Biafra struggle. And she didn't care. She didn't bother. She continued. Now what happened? After they made her coordinator of one chapter in Onitsha, she wanted to stop these levies that Okada riders and keke drivers used to pay. She said that things were very difficult as at that time, that it was not good for them, the leaders, to be taxing Okada people and keke drivers, people who were feeding from hand to mouth, that it was better for them, who were doing well financially, to be funding the struggle instead of Okada riders and keke drivers. It wasn't long after she said that they kidnapped her. From the story she told, the people that kidnapped her were people that knew her very well. People she used to give pocket money. Although they didn't kill her, they allowed her to go because of her kind-heartedness. But she was brutalized. They used cutlass to machete her, an elderly woman at her late 50s. And regardless, she continued to believe in IPOB. She continued to believe in Nnamdi Kanu. She didn't stop. She had genuine belief that Biafra would eventually come under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu until she died on 26th of August 2024. So I am not criticizing IPOB or Biafran struggle, not because there is nothing about them to be criticized or because I'm afraid of anything, but because I don't want to hurt the feelings. I don't want to dash the hope of people who are in the struggle genuinely. Ichakezoku Nayo, Cordino.
I have one message for this guy. I hope he will see this video, or whosoever that know him should tag him on this video. My brother, or anything you call yourself, let me tell you something. Nnamdi Kanu is very intelligent man. He's not just ordinary person you see. Any action Nnamdi Kanu take, I think there is a wiseness out of it. I have sit down and give a thought of what you are asking, and then Nnamdi Kanu will be the last person that will do that mistake you are expecting him to do. So this is the answer. Our people say onye ma aso so onye ikwe ga makwana aso is fun. If you know how to do things, do it well. But if you don't know how to do, also continue doing the wrong thing you are doing. So Nnamdi Kanu is wise enough to fall into this trap you people are setting. Time shall tell. We are all on social media. We all are still living. So time shall tell. Concerning that Ijele deserve what he's seeing today. They say serve the zoo and come back in shame. This is what is happening with Ijele, and you will be the next Ijele if you did not restrict your step of how we are doing things, because people are talking about you on social media. The Igbos are talking about you seriously. So when millions are against you, and you know that, see, let me tell you, the worst mistake ever you can do in life is to fight your tribe, fight your lineage. If the cause you are fighting them for is unjustified, you always fail. So retreat your step, as all fingers are pointing at you currently. I don't know your name, I don't know you, but I feel to tell you this: retrieve your step. Retrieve what? Your step. That is the only thing I have to tell you. Guys, let us jump into Rivers State and hear the message where the governor of Rivers State, Sim Febra, sent to lawyers, to judge, of making wrong decision by collecting change and serving their masters. So let us watch and see.
Some of you say you're legal luminary. You know the truth. You will go on air just to pacify your paymasters, to turn the law upside down. We all know the law when it comes to issues that has to do with the administration of governance in states. It is the state high court. It doesn't matter whether you go and join INEC police. It is a straightforward. I'm not a lawyer, but I know that one. And you stand and you say you're doing the right thing, God will judge you. Let me say it here so you understand. Judges, that we are seeing. Your position is to stand and defend us. Your position is to look at whoever and tell the person the truth. Because if you don't do it here, you have a big question to answer. The preacher said it. Every evil done in the course of administering justice, you will pay for it dearly. Look at what we today, the up and downs in this state. When everybody knows that whatever we're getting from that end, I don't want to call their name, everybody knows. But I'm not bothered about it. Like the word said here, it will come to an end. Surely.
Okay, my wonderful people, welcome back. As you have watched that video, and I want you to please rush now and follow our new Facebook page, Balaba G's Vlog, and make sure say you are participating in everything we are doing, and also share the video. Make sure say you subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Okay guys, drop your own opinion in the comment section and we will quickly respond over there. Thank you so much for watching.